people who never left their dream, they are living the life of their dreams. First spiritual system of production is the thought realm.
All right, you are welcome to Wisdom for Wealth. My name is Wisdom Ezekiel. Wisdom for Wealth is a platform that we have created to help people build sustainable wealth, to be able to give the knowledge or explain the principles that is required for wealth building. And I believe that this particular session will inspire you. So today I'll be talking on the subjects that I've titled The Laws of Attraction. The Laws of Attraction. Have you heard people say, I want to change my friends? I want to change my friends. The reason why I am poor, the reason why I'm not doing well is because of my friends. Well, I've also said that, and that's very important. It's required that you must select your friends. You must constantly review your relationships, because your relationship determines your destiny most of the time. A wise man once said that I can predict your future only by these two things, that the books you read and the company that you keep, that can predict your future. So if that is one of the ways we can predict your future, then relationship becomes very important that we pay attention to it. So, the law of attraction talks about what you attract and how you attract it, who you attract, and who you are that people are willing to attract. So when you look at the laws of wealth, you will discover that you cannot become wealthy except you become that kind of person that can attract wealth. Wealth is attracted. The word currency is what helps us to understand money. So when you hear the word currency, it means it's a current. It flows. Current flows, but it flows in the direction of demand. It flows in the direction of demand. So if you don't have what it takes to demand the current to flow, then it will stop flowing. So the law of attraction is very important. So I've heard people say, I want to do without my friends. I don't have the right kind of friends. So I'm going to, I use the word, maybe sack my friends. I'm going to change my friends. And they say, if you want to change, if you really want to change your friends. But I've come to discover that you can change your friends 250 times and yet things will not change. Because the reason why things will not change is because you are not changing. You are only changing your friends, you are not changing. You are only reshuffling your relationship. And the thing about it is that if you don't change, if you don't allow positive people to influence you, at the end of the day, the positive people will leave you because you are not positive. Like always attracts like. Opposite always repels opposite. So if you carry a magnet and you put them together, they stick. Is that not so? When you turn it the other side, they repel. No matter what you do, they won't come together. That's the way it is. The reason why you have not successfully attracted the kind of people you are looking forward to attract is because of the person you are. You can't be the wrong person and attract the right person. You can't be poor and be looking to attract the rich. The rich, they are rich, but yet they are looking for rich people that they can form alliance with so that they can be richer. So if you look at your circle of influence and you discover that the more people you have in your circle of influence are poor people, people who are not successful, people who are not going anywhere, check yourself. There's something in you that is attracting them. So rather than trying to change your friends, why don't you try to change yourself? Rather than trying to change your circumstances, why don't you try to change your inside? Because what is on your inside that is attracting them on the outside. To attract a monkey, the easiest way is to give him banana. If you give a monkey banana, you won't struggle attracting the monkey. You are looking for friends, but you see, the easiest way to get friend is to become friendly. So why are you struggling with relationship? The reason why is that you are not the right person for that relationship. To catch a rat, you don't just need a trap. You may set all the trap that you know. The rat will try to avoid the trap. Especially for some of those rats that have become very wise now. They have lived in your house so well. They have had you say a lot of things. So they have monitored everything in the house. Have you seen those rats that even when you put some small bait, they will come eat the bait round and leave it for you? All those kind of rats, they are now very wise. But the most important thing to getting a rat is a bait. Is a bait. If you have the trap, you must have the bait for you to attract and catch a rat. To attract people that will take you to the next level, you need to know what interests them. What interests them is the reason why they will come to you or they will repel from you. If you have what I'm looking for, my brother, my sister, you will always get my interest. Why will you not build what I'm looking for? And rather than building what I'm looking for, you are busy pursuing me up and down. I have people who have come to meet me. I want you to be my mentor. I want you to be my brother. I want you to be my uncle, my big dad, my kid. They tell me a whole lot of things, and I'm willing. But the thing is, sometimes when they come to me, what they come with, the kind of energy they come with does not align with my energy. So I start avoiding them unknowingly. No, look at it. You have built a lot of friends. The one that remained with you are still the ones you don't want. You have contacted rich people, collected their cards, snapped picture with them. But at the end of the day, you don't still have them as your friend. When you call them, they don't pick your call. You should know that something is wrong somewhere. You should know that it's not as if they don't want to pick your call. It's because you have not stepped up to that level that they are looking for. Everybody is looking for something. Everybody is looking for an interest. Everybody is looking for a connection. You need to have something they need for them to be connected to you. I want to submit to you that you look very much like your friends. If I want to analyze you properly, I can analyze you. In fact, I don't need to know you very well. I just need to know your friends. And I can tell you who you are. No wonder they say, show me your friend, and I will show you who you are. You are exactly, and you look exactly like your friends. So if you want to look differently, then you might need to leave that circle of influence. The thing is that people are looking for people to showcase with, not people to work with. Because it's they that work with the wise that becomes wise. It's they that work with the wise that what? Becomes wise. So if you are not working with the wise, wisdom is far away from you. And working with the wise is what we have come to learn. That will become that interest that will build in you, that will become an attraction for others to follow. So you look very much like your friend. You always attract who you are. What did I say? You always attract who you are. Who you are is what you attract. So sometimes when I hear people call their spouse's name, somebody will stand and call his spouse. this is a stupid man. Then I say, welcome, the wife of a stupid man. This is a foolish woman. And I say, welcome, the husband of a foolish woman. You always will attract who you are. If you want to attract something better, then you need to become that something better. The thing is, if you grow, after some time, you will outgrow your friends. If you change, after some time, your friends will change. Not that they will change as in person, in character, they will just change, they will be replaced. Thank God for the kind of friends I have that we are growing together. If we are not growing together, after some time, it becomes uncomfortable for them to relate with me. I have some of my friends now, they don't relate with me. Why? Not because they hate me, not because they are beefing me, but because the gap is a little bit wide. And they are intimidated when they come around. Not because I intimidate them, but because I have done something that they have not accomplished, so sometimes they get intimidated. When we are in the same circle, they don't speak my language. My language is different, theirs is different. So one way or the other, I didn't need to change them. By growth and expansion, they changed. So rather than start trying every year, you say, oh, I delete all your number. That's what we do. I delete all of their number. Wipe it off from my phone. I've said that before. But I've discovered that there's a higher dimension of it. The higher dimension of it is you working on yourself. You becoming that kind of person that people want to be attracted to. Even the rich will be attracted to you if you have something they need. What attracts you is a reflection of what's on the inside of you. What interests you is a reflection of what is dwelling in you. I can know who you are by your interest. I can know where you will end up in the next few months by your interest. By your interest. So what do you do? Number one, become who you want to attract. Become who you want to attract. Because really, attraction is powerful. Attraction is very powerful. By virtue of the heights that God has helped us to attain in business, there are people that now relate with us that before now it used to be a privilege for us to relate with them, but now we are relating like equals. Why? We have grown. We have become more attractive. Last week I decided to go to Lagos Market. For a very long time I've never been there. And voila! Somebody who I knew, in fact, one of them is here, saw me. Mr. Wisdom, you are the last person I expect to be here. And that person, Mr. Wisdom. I say, it means that I have become so attractive, people can notice me. I say, okay, anytime I'm going out now, I wear dark glasses, wear a cap, put on a hood. And I'll be going, nobody will know I'm the one. People will still know, they know my footsteps. They say, the way that guy is walking, he look like he's Mr. Wisdom. They even know the way I talk. They know I talk very audaciously. They say, the way that guy is talking, I think is Mr. Wisdom. So become who you want to attract. If you become rich, you will attract rich people. If you become wealthy, you will attract wealthy people. If you become smart, you will attract smart people. If you become intelligent, you will attract intelligent. No wonder they say the birds of the same feather, they flock together. One way or the other, there is a language of the rich. There is a language of the wealthy people. When you get into their midst and you open your mouth and you speak a language contrary to their language, they identify you, and before you know it, nobody will be with you. Because language for what you are speaking. So the first thing you need to do is to become what? Become that person that you want to attract. You want to become rich? You want to attract rich people? Become rich. Because to become rich is not to have money. No, that's where we get it wrong. I have always been rich from my teen. You know why? I have the mentality of the rich. I think rich. I talk rich. I behave rich. I am one person that selects food a lot. For you to please me with food, you have to be a very good person. Almost every food I eat, I will have one complaint or the other. That's how rich people behave. They select food. And I didn't start today. I started from my teenage age. That was when I realized that I was not meant to be a poor man. I was not meant to be a low man. So I started selecting things. When I fly economy, I used to feel very bad. The first time I ever flied anything priority, I said, hey, this is life. Cross your leg. This is life. And you know something? For those of you who have flown some of these international planes, you will discover that when it's time, when we have taken off and we are now in the air, they will come and do what? Close the curtain. Just to tell you that these people are different from you. One time I wanted to take a picture and I did like this. I wanted to take a selfie and I saw economy. I just did like this and removed the thing. What kind of thing? Do you know how much I paid? Going to France, going to London, and you are telling me economy. There was one time something happened, something very funny happened. One particular young girl was just playing at she and her mom, they were in business class. And they were playing and playing, and the girl was just playing and talking. And she kept asking one particular question. Say, Mommy, who are those people at the back? The mom said, the way the plane is arranged, some people are in front, some people are at the back. He said, so why is the curtain covering them? He said, no, so that they will be able to demarcate the whole place. He said, so Mommy, why do they have to be at the back and their seats are smaller? Our own seat is bigger. He said, no, because there's a way they build the plane. So when the girl kept asking and asking and asking, and the mom could not answer, the mom said, you know what? The poor people are at the back, the rich people are in front. I hope you know that when you fly business class, you have changed. So the people you start relating with are business people. Some people will hear the amount they fly business class and they say, waste of money. No problem. Stay where you are. Stay in economy. If you cannot afford it, no problem. But if you can't afford it, fly business class. After some time, fly first class. A particular young girl has never flown commercial plane in her life. All she knows was private jet. Her dad had 2 private jets, one official and one family private jet. So one day, her dad needed to go for a function and the other private jet needed to go for maintenance. And they took the girl and booked a first class seat for her to travel. So the girl sat down on the first class seat and was traveling. When she came back, the father asked, how was the trip? He said, Daddy, you didn't tell me you had so many friends. I saw so many of your friends in our aircraft. So in her mind, she never believed that it wasn't her father's aircraft. Somebody want to use confession to marry that kind of person. You are looking at her. In fact, you may never meet. You know why? Where they follow when they are going to enter private jet is completely different from where they follow when they are entering commercial plane. So what am I saying in essence? If you want to attract the right kind of people, you become that right kind of person. Work on yourself. Read. Study. Research. Understand the way things work. The thing about it is when you study, you read, and you do it with the intention of changing, after some time it begins to affect the way you see things. It begins to affect the way you imagine things, the way you process things. So that when you talk, people will say, that guy, there's a way he talks that makes us to know that this person is very successful. I remember many years ago, I used to buy this Money Wise magazine and Success Digest. I used to buy them many years ago. I was still maybe in my early 20s. So one day, someone saw me and said, Wisdom, what are you carrying? I said, Money Wise. Even stock watch. As a young growing boy, I was carrying those things. You know what the guy said? He said, if you continue like this, I can guarantee you, you will not live a failure. Voila, many years later, see the products of those labor. The time you spend in developing yourself is not a wasted time. That's what wise people will do. Don't be caught up in activities. Many of us are caught up with different kind of activities that we don't even have time to develop ourselves. Because let me tell you something. Many of us are blaming leaders, blaming our leaders. Where you will know that it's not really because of our leaders. When they put you there, what will you do? When you see the enormity of the challenges, it can weaken a person. So develop yourself. Rather than complaining, do what? Develop yourself. Rather than complain, do what? Change. Successful people are looking for successful people. Wealthy people are not looking for poor people. Have you ever seen any wealthy person and say, I'm looking for poor people that will be my friend? I'm looking for poor people that will be my friend. No, never. They don't look for poor people. They look for wealthy people like themselves. That's why they have Millionaires Club, Billionaires Club, Ikoyi Club, Island Club, Ikeja Club. It's not poor people that are there. One time I wanted to join one particular club and they told me that their fee every year per annum to be a club member is 1 million. Can a poor man afford that? No. 1 million to be a member every year. Yeah. So poor people are not looking for poor people. What do? You re-engineer yourself by rigorous study, rigorous research, rigorous building of mental and spiritual energy to be able to enter into those kind of circle. Because when you enter those kind of circle, they begin to weigh you. Is he qualified? We had World Summit. That was last week, Saturday. Last week, Saturday. And one of the facilitators said something that I've heard before, but when he said it, I said, oh, it's absolutely true. He said, 2 poor people cannot help themselves. A poor man cannot help another poor man. Okay, what will a poor man recommend for another poor man? What will he recommend? Check it out. Your poor friends are not helping you. And look, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about who you are. Who you have become. Who you know is important. But who knows you is more important. Because I've seen people say, I know somebody. And they get to the place, they take a picture with a very influential person. And they post it on social media. And you say, wow, this person knows this person. And by the time you get to meet that very influential person and ask, do you know so and so? Say, no, I've never met the person in my life. I remember one of the comedians I met in Nigeria. We're doing a program in the church, and I walked up to him. I said, "Do you remember me?" He said, "No." I said, "Do you remember this so and so person?" He said, "No." By the time I mentioned the person's name, he said, "I've never met the person in my life." Fast forward, some months later, we met in London. And I said, "Hi." He said, "Hi there." I said, "Is it not the same person that told me I don't know you?" Who you know is important. But who knows you is more important than who you know. Because when they know you, things can flow. Things can flow. So start rounding up. People are looking for something. And let me tell you what they are looking for. People who become attractive, that can attract good things, let me tell you what they have. Number one, they have value. They offer value. They are always looking at becoming more valuable. They offer value. They have value. They are always looking at becoming what? More valuable. They are always looking for who to help. They are always looking at how to add value to someone. Many of you who are here now, one way or the other, are connected to me. Why? I have added value to your life. Maybe you have not even known me before. You are knowing me today. After today, you have an impression of me that this person is somebody who adds value. So you become proud to know me. That's the way it is. Rather than going to look for how to sack your friends, how to delete their numbers, you don't need to go through all those kind of stress. All you need to do is keep adding value to yourself. Keep offering value to the world, and you will see after some time your circle of influence will change automatically without you having to consciously even change it. Some you have to consciously do, but most of the time, because when you consciously do it and you become the same person, you consciously do it again, you become the same person. After some time, in fact, poor people will even start avoiding you. Unsuccessful will start look at it. Poor, calling us poor. You are poor, you are calling somebody poor. So the best way is for you to change, for you to start adding value to yourself. And when you add value, value is two-edged. It's two-sided. When you add value to yourself, ensure that you look for ways to add value to people. This platform is a way to add value to people. And that's why you will never forget people like us easily. Why? We are adding value on a regular basis. Because people are looking for wealth, running up and down looking for wealth. I think the best form of wealth is to add value. When you become a valuable person, you will always have contact with wealth. Number two, become powerful. Become what? Powerful. How do you become powerful? You will need to look for a particular aspect of life and become so, and master it so much, such that when people get to meet you, you are the best in your industry. That what you give, they can hardly find it anywhere else. That's how to become very powerful. Because people are looking for powerful people. They are looking for influential people. So become powerful. Become successful. Successful people look for successful people. Great people look for great people. Intelligent people look for intelligent people. Even people who are failing, they are not looking for people who are failing. They are looking for how can I get out of this failure? So become successful, become rich, become intelligent and smart. Let me give you something. Please, stop focusing on your weakness. Your weakness is not there to stop you. It's there to challenge you. So when you look at your weakness, you should be challenged to focus on your strength. Some people know me, and they know me based on my strength, but they don't know that there are many weaknesses in me. If you are here today and you don't have any weakness, raise up your hand. Can you see everybody in the room? There's nobody that raised up their hand. It means everybody has what? Weaknesses. So most people focus on their weaknesses. They are trying to fix their weaknesses rather than trying to fix their strength. There are people that have become so powerful by building their strength such that after some time you no longer remember they ever had a weakness. There are people that in our own opinion, they are not beautiful. They are even short. But they become so powerful that you forget that they are short. There are people that if I mention their name now, you'll be wondering that you don't even remember those things about them. You remember how powerful they are. I don't want to mention names because of security reasons. Yeah. So rather than focusing on your weaknesses, focus on your strength. Identify your strength and be there. Be there. Be there. If you know my weaknesses, you will laugh. Like, I didn't know that this guy is weak in this place. I didn't know that this. That is true. It's true. When you focus on your strength, after some time you become powerful and influential. After some time you become very wealthy. You can now start hiring your weakness. You hire your weakness. Let me ask you a question. How many of you know Dangote? Have you ever seen Dangote making any business presentation before? You will never see Dangote make any business presentation. He will hire very intelligent people like you. You know, you guys are very intelligent. You know, hire very intelligent people like you. Smart, first class. From some heavy universities. All you require is to pay them their salary. And they work for you. And if I want to pay $1 million to somebody per annum to work for me, how many of you want to work for me? I have many people who work for me here. They work for me. Oh, you want it per month? Okay? No problem. If you can generate $1 billion per month, I will pay you $1 million per month. A particular time, Henry Ford was accused of not knowing anything. They were accused, they say, you don't know, all these things you are talking about, you don't even know them. You don't know what you are saying, you don't understand it. So while they were doing the argument, Henry Ford said, what are you talking about? There's nothing you ask me that I don't know. It's okay, what is so and so and so and so and so? He said, hey, that's why I employed this guy. Oh yeah, John, come. Ask him, he will answer you. They said, no, we're talking about you. He said, I'm the one that employed him. If I ask him any question, he has to answer me. Oh, yeah, answer them. So, rather, it is wisdom not to focus on your weakness, but to focus on your strength. Become very powerful in your strength. Become very wealthy in your strength. And you can hire your weaknesses. Especially in Nigeria, where we have a lot of cheap labor, you can hire your weaknesses. There are a lot of intelligent people out there looking for a job. And I often tell them that one thing about me is that I'm not really intelligent. I'm not even really brilliant. Academically, I didn't do well. But when it comes to this thing called wisdom, I think we are doing very well. There's one guy on the social media now, you are doing well. How many of you are doing well? You know you are doing well. You are doing well. Wisdom. And it's wisdom to focus on your strengths and hire your weaknesses. You cannot write very well. No problem. What can you do very well? You can talk very well, Abi. Talk, let somebody else write. Value. That's how to, because sometimes we say I'm a man of multiple grace. I'm a man of multiple function. And you are trying to function in all your functions. And yet you have not been able to come up with one functionality. My brother, sister, focus on one thing. Become powerful at it. And you can hire people to do other things. I am not an IT guru. I have an IT firm. I am not an entertainment guru. I have an entertainment outfit. I am not even a real estate guru, so to say, but I have a real estate company. I am not a fintech guru, but I have a fintech company. And people who are very intelligent, they are running the company. Right now, if you are not intelligent, I won't hire you. I can afford to pay now. I won't hire you. I think that rather than focusing on being more intelligent, can you focus on being more wise? It's good to be intelligent, but it's better to be wise. Intelligent people will always work for wise people. The top 10 richest people in the world, they are not intelligent. They are wise people. Most rich people that you will see, they are not intelligent, they are wise. I'm not saying don't be intelligent. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not saying don't be intelligent, but rather than investing so much time in being intelligent, invest so much time in becoming wise. As a roundup. Genuine people are looking for genuine people. People are looking for people who are caring. If you're a very caring person, you become very attractive. Mother Teresa didn't have money, but she was very caring. And because of her care, she attracted a whole lot of people. She became so powerful that if you touch her, you are in trouble. I was told that Martin Luther King did not have money. He wasn't a rich man. But he focused on his strength so much, he became very powerful in America, that today there is a day called the Martin Luther King's Day, where they have public holiday to celebrate. And maybe the day he was killed or something. So when you become so loving and so caring, you become very attractive. What I'm saying to you in essence, the long and short summary, is that if you change, automatically your friends will change. If you become more valuable, automatically you will attract value. If you become more powerful, automatically you attract powerful people. If you become more loving, automatically you attract loving people. There's this particular lady now that is all over the place. So powerful, all over the place. She wears the same thing every time you see her. She's a Nigerian. I can't remember her name now. But I heard that she's a very generous woman, always doing philanthropic projects. As in, she's everywhere. I can't remember her name. Why? She's caring. So rather than changing your friends, please, my brother, change. And your friends will automatically change. Thank you. This is part 1. We're coming back for part 2. God bless you.